our race up? Did I scare you? Are you falling asleep over there? No sleeping for the next hour, Michael. I'm Shannon Spake, Adam Alexander. That's Michael Waltrip over there. And, of course, Drew Blickensturfer. Blake Cook will be by a little bit later to chat Xfinity. Okay, so we had an extra day of racing out at Michigan. What stood out to you about the entire weekend, Drew?
I thought it was great racing. You know, I told my...
Penske Racing right now. And, you know, this team, this 22 team, they sat down before the race and they came up with a plan. And they said, this is our strategy for the race. Everybody was on board. But it's one thing to have a strategy, Michael. It's another thing to execute that for 400. Mike, when they started that final restart, did you think for a second that that was going to be the last one of the day? All of those guys up front, everything on the line?
Certainly not. There were going to be 3 and 4 wide, I thought, and there were going to be spins and crashes. It didn't happen because of what Joey Logano said. Way to execute. He executed that final restart. He could have spun his tires to a point where everybody else had an advantage on him, but again, Michigan, maybe we need to look at that because of the execution that Joey Logano put on him.
So possibly a little bit of a launch early, and first gear, huge difference for the 22 and getting to victory lane.
That first gear decision and his execution was a game changer. He put that race away right there at the start.
Well, he accomplished what he set out to do, which was get to the checkered flag first, Adam, winning the race in Michigan. And what's interesting about this race, we heard Regan say it was uncharacteristic, was because his average running position was 13.1 in the race. But then, of course, he goes and he has a top 5. What stood out about the way that Kyle Busch performed in this race to you?
You know, I think it was typical Kyle. We've seen it in almost every...
Goes, win on Sunday, sell on Monday. So what happens when you race on Monday? Well, we could probably ask Ford that question as they got the W and the Heritage Trophy for their victory in Michigan. But you know what? We're all winners today. That's because of Radioactive from Michigan. Here it is. Now he's on Radio Sweethearts. Pretty awesome.
South Georgia coming through.
Is this all a part of his plan, do you think? Working on the brand, get on Radio Sweetheart.
I just told him, I said, don't let your mom listen tonight.
Oh, did you text him and tell him? That's funny.
I'm working on a master plan.
There you go.
That's
Nothing but,
Reagan.
Yeah, we can sing that. I'm afraid if I start rapping about
I don't know the rest. I haven't come up with my master plan on this.
That's a good song, though, Michael. Take a look. There we are. David
wanted to bust a move. I'm working on a master plan.
U-Haul. How do you spell it?
U-H-U-A-L.
No, you spell it I-T. That's my dad joke, right? Spell it. No.
Yes.
You got one, Drew?
That bad. Was it? What about what Brad, his teammate, did at Martinsville? Still nothing?
Stepping in that direction.
Martin Truex Jr. in the Coke 600 a couple years ago.
Okay.
Do you have another dad joke? Because that
You know what rhymes with dad joke? Bad joke. That's all I've really heard so far.
Hey, if you missed that 13-0 beatdown by the American women, you can watch a full replay. All 13 goals coming up tonight on FS1 at 8 o'clock.
Thank you guys for being here.
It was fun.
All righty. Well, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Any more jokes? Any more dad jokes?
I failed miserably. See y'all.